Rich Pham Stories. Fairy Tale. Toad Sues Heaven's King. Once upon a time, there was a toad who was very persistent and courageous. When it is hot and sunny, there has been no rain for a long time. The fields, rivers, and lakes are arid, making the life of all species stand still, because there is no water to drink and the fields have no water to plant. The fields and crops were damaged by all the drought. All living things struggled for a lack of water. Toad walked around where he was living and saw everyone in the house complaining about the heat and no water to drink. Toad saw that, so he decided to go to the sky and ask why it has been a long time since it rained on the earth. Toad wandered under the hot sun, hungry and thirsty. Many times fell down because of thirst, but the toad still tried to walk. Toad meets Rooster. The rooster asked Toad, "Hey, Toad, it's so hot and dry. Why don't you stay at home to cool off the heat? But where do you have to go so tired?" Toad replied, "I want to go up to the sky and ask Heaven King, why hasn't it rained for a long time? If we wait any longer, all species will die of thirst." The rooster heard Toad say that, so he decided to ask Toad to go with him. Toad and Rooster walked together for a while and met Tiger. Tiger asked Toad, "Hey, Mr. Toad, where are you going and Rooster going so miserably? Aren't you afraid that the hot sun will dry you to death?" Toad replied, "We want to go to the sky and ask Heaven King, why hasn't it been so long since it rained? If we wait any longer, all species will die of thirst, Tiger." Hearing Toad's words, the tiger asked Toad and the rooster to let him go to heaven together so that Toad could have more friends. "We'll help each other," Tiger said. Toad and Rooster the same time said, "Yeah, Mr. Tiger." So Toad, Rooster, and Tiger all three went up and down on dangerous high mountains roads when they met a bee. Bee asked Toad, "Hey, Mr. Toad, where do you and your friends go and feel so tired? Aren't you afraid of the heat and thirst to die?" Toad replied, "We went up to the sky to ask the King of Heaven, why hasn't it been so long since it rained? If we wait any longer, all species will die of heat and thirst." Hearing Toad say that, the bee amazed and asked Toad to be allowed to go with him. The four of them helped each other and together crossed every slope to go to heaven. The higher they went, the hotter and drier they felt. The sun seemed to get bigger and hotter. in heaven. A long time ago, when heaven and earth had a very close relationship with each other, the King of heaven is the custodian of heaven and earth. All living things on earth have a beautiful and happy life, all thanks to the attentive care of the angels in heaven, whose leader is the King of heaven. The King of heaven always played with the fairies, but forgot to take care of the earth. So the earth dried up. Everything was starving because of lack of water. It's been 4 years the earth has been arid. After many days of going uphill and downhill, overcoming many high mountains, and finally Toad, Rooster, Tiger, and Bee also reached the gates of heaven. The weather in heaven is neither hot nor cold. Life is so happy and joyful. There is a drum in front of the gate of heaven. Whoever wants to meet the King of heaven beats a drum, and the Jade Emperor will receive him. Toad went to the drum and beat it and waited to see if someone opened the door to take him in to meet the King of heaven. The 4 of them waited forever, but no one appeared. So Toad beat 3 more drum beats hard and fast. The sound of the drums made the Jade Emperor, who was playing with the fairies at the peach garden, stop in surprise. Jade Emperor sent the Thunder God to open the gate to see who dared to beat the drum loudly in front of the gate of heaven. The God of Thunder opened the gate and came out and saw Toad standing by the drum and shouted, "Hey, that Toad, how dare you beat the drum to disturb the heavens?" Toad replied, "Me and my friends came here from the earth because we wanted to meet the Jade Emperor to ask why is there no rain on earth. May the God of Thunder come in and tell the Jade Emperor that we would love to see him." God of Thunder turned to heaven and said to the Jade Emperor, "There is a Toad playing a drum who wants to see the Jade Emperor to ask why the earth has not rained for a long time." The Jade Emperor replied, "I don't have the time to receive that Toad. Go out and chase them down to earth right now." God of Thunder, holding a hammer, he stepped out to open the gate of heaven and shouted loudly, "Hey, Toad, get out of this place quickly, or you will be charged with harassing the heavens." Toad replied, "The earth has been dry for a long time because there is no rain, so it is very necessary to have water. I really want to go to see the Jade Emperor and asked him to make rain so that the world won't dry out anymore. The Thunder God turned to the Jade Emperor and said, "The toad out there wants to meet the Jade Emperor to ask for permission to rain down on the earth." The Jade Emperor was playing with the fairies when he heard the Thunder God say that, so he was very angry. The Jade Emperor ordered the Thunder God to send centipedes to bite the toad. The aggressive centipede of the heaven ran to the place where the toad was sitting and shouted, "Hey, that ugly toad! Hurry back to the underworld or I'll bite you to death with my venom." Toad replied, "I have traveled thousands of miles just to meet the Jade Emperor to ask for rain. Why did I come here? But the Jade Emperor did not welcome me. I'm definitely not going anywhere." The centipede shouted, "If you don't return to the lower world, I'll bite you to death with venom." The centipede lunged forward to bite the toad with its teeth. Fast as lightning, the rooster jumped out and launched a series of kicks that made the centipede unable to dodge. The rooster said, "How dare you bite my friend centipede? I will swallow you whole." The centipede replied, "It hurts, rooster. I don't dare bite him anymore." The centipede was bitten so badly by the rooster that he ran to heaven, hid behind the white clouds because he was lost the battle. The thunder god saw that the centipede lost the battle and took off the clouds and ran to heaven to report the incident to the Jade Emperor. The Jade Emperor immediately ordered the Thunder God to bring the fox to bite the rooster. Thunder God right away released the fox to the gate of heaven to bite the rooster. Fairy tales will help you practice reading English. I have read to you and help you understand more words that you do not know. Now it's time for you to read and drill your English. Please continue reading the video part 2. Don't forget to give me a like, and you want to watch new videos, remember to click subscribe if you haven't already. Directed by Pham. Created with William Pham. Thanks.